Hi, John. This is Paul. On the floor here, you see remnants of your boat. This is all the sanding that we do to fair out the hull, and fairing out means making the hull smooth and eliminating any remaining variation in levels at plank seams. And so the marks you see on here, we have to sand those marks out, and then we'll know we've done enough sanding. So we take out all the low spots. The Dutchman, we've got quite a few Dutchmen. Let me show you an example. We have a Dutchman on the back of this plank. This plank was rotted off, and some of the frame underneath was rotted. We've cored out the rot in the frame, replaced the frame, and then we've put a Dutchman onto into this plank. And you'd say, well, that looks ugly. Well, it is, but it gets covered with a stainless steel transom strap right here. So that'll be covered. Let's see. Of course, we got a whole new plank down here. And that was along, we replaced that when we did the chine. And that's most of the Dutchman on, oh, wait, nope. It isn't most of the Dutchman on this side. We have some more. We have, and they're pretty well hidden, so that's the good news. But we've got some along some plank edges here. Oh, yeah, here's one down here. It's just above the painted line. Here's our boot stripe, and here's the etching for the boot stripe. So you're going to find this Dutchman's right up above the painted line. Also, there's another Dutchman right here. We start them and end them where the bungs are to try to make it to where you can't see them as easily. So those are a couple of Dutchmen there. The Dutchman is to prevent having to replace an entire plank. I mean, see, the other choice that we could have made instead of doing Dutchmans would have been replacing these planks, this plank and this plank. That's $600 a plank, because it's just time. And then, of course, the other areas that we have Dutchman is on the front of the boat. The ends of these planks were all rotted off. You've seen those pictures before. This will be covered by the cutwater. This is going to have just a tiny bit that's not covered by the cutwater. We're going to try to hide it by staying it nice and dark. Other side, and I'm not sure I actually found all the Taylor's Dutchmen. I've looked at them one at a time as he's been fixing them, but remembering where they all are and then finding them again, as you can see, they're pretty well hidden. They will be noticeable if you're looking for them. Here's another Dutchman right here. The color's just a little bit different on this one, so we're going to be, when we stain the boat, we'll come back in this little area and stain it a little bit darker. We have two Dutchmen down here, one on this plank and one on this plank, and with rot in the plank seams is what our issue was and has been. Now we've got rot right here as well, but this one we'll cut this out. This Dutchman will be hidden by the spray rail. The spray rail being, I'll show you an example. Well, there's a rail down here that keeps the spray out of the boat. Someone has already replaced the plank above it and this plank below it, or this plank that's in the same vicinity. So someone's already done quite a bit of wood replacement on this boat. Of course, here's a Dutchman. Almost all of this will be covered, but not all of it, but almost all of it will be covered. And then this Dutchman right here, and we curved it to make it to where it wasn't so easy to see with the eye. Same thing that we've done up here. It's not curved, but we've put it in a scarf joint, so it's harder to see. We also, of course, replaced this plank, and this plank. This one in the back was the one that was all bent down. These were just way short of getting to the back of the boat. This one's a little bit short, so what we're going to do is we're going to be shortening all of these just a little bit to bring that one to where that's not quite so bad. Transom is looking pretty good. We'll probably put a thin strip of wood in here made out of the same African mahogany. So The areas that I had questions about or concerns about, this is the area that obviously had been up against the dock and bounced around. You can kind of see the shape of I guess the wave was going up and down, the boat was moving back and forth, and you can see where a nail or something is dug into that. There's a little filler here. Well, like I said, the most correctest way to correct that is to change the plank. That's also the most expensive way to correct that. And right above that, now this, though, nobody saw. So I'm thinking that we can hide this pretty well also. Again, if we go looking for this stuff, you will find it. Up here, we have a plank that we've done a Dutchman on, and there's going to be up here a rub rail. So this wide area is going to be partially hidden, but still, it's not going to be completely hidden. So the fix for that would be to replace either this plank or this plank back here and move the joint. If I replace this plank back here, I'd move my joint up here, somewhere forward, maybe up here. And if I replace this plank, then we're good to go. So, and this plank comes up here. There's a little chip out, but that we aren't able to detect any rot here. So, and we had to reset all these screws because one plank was proud of the other. So all those have been reset. Now we're sanding it in fair, any remaining offset. So that's education on Dutchman and saving money by using Dutchmans. But still, as a matter of fact, we've got a Dutchman up here on the deck, if you will. We have short planked this area up here, and then we're going to make this side look like it has a short plank also, so it looks symmetrical when you're looking at it in the when it's all done. So this doesn't show up and somebody says, well, why have I got a joint here and not one over here? Well, we're going to put a fake one over there. And of course the deck's lying very smooth and fair, way different than the before picture. So chine, the chine was $1,200 to repair. The new plank back here was another $600. So there's $1,800 for the chine. $1,200 for the chine and $600 for the new plank. We've got 3 planks on the bottom we replaced back here in the back, and you can see the ends of them right here. But you can see very well under here where the new planks are, and then we have a third new plank over here on this side, and the old plank material is, we saved it in this box, and next to the box, that's old frames. Here's the old plank material, and I think I showed you this already. You actually had very little. That plank was just damn near rotted all the way through. So, and of course they're $600 a plank, so there's $1,800. The nose here was $1,200 to repair. We've absorbed this into the strip and refinish because there's always at least a little bit of woodwork that has to be done. And I believe we absorbed these into the strip and refinish, which, I could call them extras and not try to, split hairs. But the total cost is what the total cost is, and that's what we're looking at. So, anyhow, that's how we're progressing, and we're on track for a boat show. And believe it or not, it goes pretty fast. It's all in the preparation, so it goes pretty fast from here. So, look forward to hearing from you. Bye.